Hi there, welcome back to the 365 Challenge, 365 guitar lessons in 365 days. Now this lesson is going to be a bit of a complicated one, going to be lots of talk of intervals and notes flying around, but it's a very useful one. Basically, this idea, once you've taken it on board and memorised it, means that you'll be able to play at least some improvised lead guitar over any chord, even if you don't really know what key you're in. Here's the idea. Let's say there's a G chord playing. Just for a moment there's a G chord, then we're going to move on to another chord. Okay? You can play the G major pentatonic scale over that chord. And it will sound perfect. Okay? Maybe then the next chord is a minor chord, let's say B minor. Now, if you don't really know what key you're in, if you don't know what a key is even, that's okay. B minor, you can play your B minor pentatonic scale over a B minor chord. So, just in case you're already lost, we're only using two shapes here. We are using the Ionian pentatonic and the Aeolian pentatonic, which is often just called the minor pentatonic. So, that last one can be played over any minor chord, and the first one can be played over any major chord, regardless of what key you're in and regardless of whether you know what key you're in or not. And here's why. Because the 5 notes from the G major pentatonic scale will be found in all 3 of the keys that a G major chord might be found in. Any major chord will be in 3 different keys. So, for example, G is the first chord in the key of G. It's the 5th chord in the key of C. And it's the 4th chord in the key of D. And the notes from the G major pentatonic scale, G, A, B, D, and E, all 5 of those notes are in all 3 of those keys. So, if you see a G, you know you've got to play over a G. Even if you don't know what key you're in, you can just play the G major pentatonic scale, and regardless of what key it actually ends up you're in, it will work. Okay? Same thing applies for any minor chord. Let's go back to that B minor. Now, a B minor chord might be chord number 2 in the key of A. It might be chord number 3 in the key of G. And it might be chord number 6 in the key of D. But the 5 notes of the B minor pentatonic scale, B, D, E, F sharp, and A, all 5 of those notes are in all 3 of those keys. They're all in the key of G, all in the key of A, and all in the key of D. So, there you go. B minor chord comes along, you can play your B minor pentatonic scale over the top of it, and it will be right, it will sound right, regardless of what key you're actually in. Added to all of that, the notes of a pentatonic scale always sound great over the corresponding chord anyway, so it means you've got a recipe for success right there, really. So G, A minor, C, D, E minor, maybe E flat major, D, G minor. So it works. It would work nicely over, I mean, a couple of famous examples. David Bowie's Space Oddity. You can probably hear in the guitar solo to that it keeps changing key over and over again, and maybe that guitarist who played that solo, whoever that was, maybe he just followed that kind of example. Who knows, that kind of system. And Hotel California by the Eagles, that has quite a few key changes, you could say, or certainly chords that don't fit in with just one key. So that might be another way of thinking, how am I going to play over these chords? Because I'm not just in one key, I can't just choose a scale and go for it. Okay, hope that helps. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, get in touch through my website, www.one-to-one-guitarlessons.co.uk. Send me an email and I'll try and explain it even better. Take care now. Bye-bye.